Words matter. They matter. Can't just go running around saying a bunch of things without knowing what you're talking about. Because the people that do know what those words mean look at you differently, right? The people who don't know what those words mean also look at you differently. They look at you like, oh man, this guy or this girl is talking real rough and tough about this, man. They must know what's going on. Yeah, I'm with them. We with you. We got your back all day, brother. We with you all day. But everybody else that understands it, it's like, well, what are you talking about? I've been seeing a lot of this when it comes to people talking about someone being woke. I see it all the time, man. Like, oh man, these woke people, man. These woke. Oh gosh, these woke people, and it's really heavy with politicians, man. It's really fucking heavy. Oh, these woke guys. Oh man, here we go with these woke and these wokes. Words matter. If you're upset at someone being woke, shouldn't you know what you're upset about? Okay, the definition of woke: aware of and actively attentive to important facts and issues, especially issues of race and social injustice. So being woke means that you are aware of racial and social injustice. That's what woke means. Being woke means you are attentive to the important facts of racial and social injustice. This is simply saying I acknowledge that there is racial and social injustice. I acknowledge it. It's there. It's been there. It's very easy to see. The entire justice system was created on racial and social injustice. I mean, there's all kind of examples all throughout everything of racial and social injustice, right? All over the place. So all being woke is being aware that there are racial and social injustice. Instead of knowing or seeing racial and social injustice and doing this shit, you say, okay, I recognize that's a racial injustice or a social injustice. I get it. I see that. I understand that. That's an injustice. That's what woke is. That's it, bro. I understand. I understand what's going on. All right, I see that. That was fucked up, man. That's so messed up. Aware and actively attentive to important facts and issues, especially issues of racial and social justice. I'm woke. So the opposite of woke means that you're not aware. You do not care about the important facts and issues, especially issues of racial and social injustice. You're awoke. My eyes are open. I'm not asleep. I see this. I clearly see and clearly understand these racial and social injustices. I clearly understand. I'm aware and actively attentive important fact and to important facts and issues. That's it, bro. I'm aware. Now, the facts don't care whether you like them or not. And that's where people get lost, right? That's where they have the beef, they have the problem. Because it's the facts. If there was no issues with nothing, right? If there was no issues, nobody would care. If there were no social or racial issues, nobody would care about being awoke or not. Wouldn't care. Or if the issues were resolved already and we're just talking about things that are history, nobody would care. You know, you're, let me correct myself. You would care, but your level of care would be different. You would just be a historian. You would look at the history and say, wow, there's people that get off on history. Like, man, history is amazing. This was crazy how far we've come, right? And then there's other people just don't want to know about. I don't want to know. Mario Winans out this bitch. I don't want to know. I enjoy being asleep. I enjoy not being aware or actively attentive to important facts. I enjoy that. I don't want to know. Don't tell me nothing about it. Leave me alone. Don't tell me about the facts. I don't want to know the facts. Don't care. There's a whole group of people that are on this, a whole group. You just love the fact that you're ignorant. You love the fact that you're in a space where you don't need to know. Not that you don't need to know, you don't want to know. And anybody trying to give you knowledge or speaking on it, then they're the enemy to you. Like this guy.
We must fight the woke in our schools. We must fight the woke in our businesses. We must fight the woke in government agencies. We can never, ever surrender to woke ideology. And I'll tell you this, the state of Florida is where woke goes to die.
Fucking wow. Fucking wow. And you guys are running around here like, yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, Ron DeSantis, man, you're great. Yeah, Ron DeSantis. What? Where the woke goes to die? So you don't want to know. At all. So to you guys, Columbus discovered America. He civilized the Indians. The Indians gave him turkeys. They lived happily ever after eating pumpkin pie. That's just that. That's the end of it right there. And here we are in America, home of the free, land of the brave. Everything's just great and peachy keen because of Columbus. FYI, that's partially woke. That's history. Yeah, Columbus came here, and then you guys just changed what you wanted it to be. You had a dream, right? And then you opened your eyes and said, this dream that I had is now reality. That's a partial form of being woke. You're partially woke to your racial and social injustice that if you go against what Columbus did, oh, come on, man. This is crazy, man. Columbus discovered America. Although they weren't even Indians. They were just natives. Y'all do realize that the reason why they're called Indians is because Columbus was going to India. He was trying to find a faster route to India. And when he got here, he called the natives Indians because he thought he was here. He thought he was in India found a whole other portion. Bro, so they just called them Indians. Just Indians. They were natives. Natives. They weren't Native Americans because this land wasn't called America. Yeah, it was called whatever the natives called it, which y'all just erased from history. Whatever they called it, that's what it was. That's what this was. Y'all just erased that from history and called it America. Off of some Italian dude. Amerigussus or Amerigissus, or whatever the fuck the dude's name is. Just, there it is. There you go. And Christopher Columbus discovered a land where people were already living. And anything that goes against that is woke. So the facts that go against reality, that go against you all's made up reality is, oh, here's BF being woke. He's woke. We're going to get rid of this woke stuff because in Florida, that's where woke comes to die. So what you're essentially saying is you guys like your made up history. You're woke to your made up history. You're woke to your made up, you're aware and actively attentive to the important alternative facts and issues. Your Kellyanne Conway facts. You guys are woke to Christopher Columbus being the discoverer of America. You guys are woke. You know, you're woke to motherfucking there not being any slavery was not that bad. Some people like that. Some people are okay with that. You guys are A-okay. No. You're woke to Robert E. Lee statues needing to stay there. You're aware and actively attentive to the important facts that Robert E. Lee was a general. You're woke to that. And we can't go nowhere off of it. But what you don't understand is there's a thing called reality, right? There's a thing called reality. Reality. So you guys are partially woke. You got to the part where you were winning, and then that's the end of it. You wanted to stop right there. That's the reason why you guys real cool with Trump's stance of, all right, let's stop counting votes. I'm up. Let's stop counting votes. Bro, woke simply means you are aware and actively attentive to important facts, not alternative facts, not made up facts, not fake news facts, to important facts, the facts, what they are, and issues. Slavery existed. Jim Crow laws existed. All that existed. Yeah, all that. Indentured servants existed. It happened. It happened just as much as Christopher Columbus landing here on a land that was already inhabited by natives. It happened the exact same way. So we can celebrate Christopher Columbus inhabiting a land that was already inhabited. You can celebrate that. You can celebrate the fact that Robert E. Lee was a general. You got all your statues and stuff like that. You can celebrate that. But you can't celebrate the other things that happened. Those other things are woke things. You know, setting dogs loose on African Americans, on black people, letting the dogs fuck them up, spraying them down with fucking water hoses, on full blast, beating the brakes off of children, killing them, hanging them, raping them. None of that, all that happened. I understand y'all want to glorify it. Y'all want to just talk about the glorification of this, but that happened too. You can't have this one and just just fade that one to black as if it didn't happen. Words matter. Words matter. They matter. There is nothing wrong with being aware and actively attentive to important facts. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. But politicians, whether it's Republicans or Democrats, whoever the fuck it is, are using this weird sense of, I don't know, of stupidity. And that's exactly what it is. They're using a weird sense of stupidity in us, in people. They're playing on people's emotion, right? Oh man, it's the same thing that happened with Hitler. The same exact thing. You played on people's emotions, right? You picked a group of people who are the enemy and who are taking from you and holding stuff down and keeping from you, and they want you dead, they want your jobs, they want your rights, they want this, and they want to hold you down and hold you back. You and every issue that you had in your life, you know, your wife cheated on you, you know, your fucking husband left you, and all that is to blame of whoever Trump and Hitler pointed at. Now it's very meticulous. It's very meticulous. Woke. These people are woke. They're woke. I say again, well, the opposite of woke is sleep. Well, what happens is sleep is dreams. So when you're awoke, you live in a thing called reality. The opposite of woke is sleep. So when you're sleeping, you live in dreamland. Dreamland is not reality. There's plenty of people that wake up from dreams and try to make their dream a reality, but it is not a reality. All right? The reality of life is not all peaches and cream. Being woke means that you're going to deal with some things that you really don't like to deal with, but they are a thing called reality. The opposite of woke, sleep, means you can make your sleep reality whatever you want it to be. If you are an ultra-fied trillionaire in your dreams and everything that you want, you got, well, that's your dream reality. That's not real. All right? Words matter. There is nothing wrong with being awoke. Nothing. But these people will run all this nonsense as if Being woke is the worst thing in the world. It's the worst thing in the world. And guys like Ron DeSantis play on people's. He takes what Trump did and he amplifies it. He amplifies what Trump did. Just let me just amplify it. And I'm not saying these guys are pieces of shit because everybody has good things in them, but they have ambitions and they know how to accomplish their ambitions off of the stupid's back. Whoever's stupid and can fall for the banana in the tailpipe, well, I'll say donate to me. Donate to me, and I'll point out all the people that are bad, that are holding your life down, that are holding things back for you, and I'll make sure we stick it to the man. Vote for me. Put me in power. Like, wow, bro. And y'all don't even see it at all. And then y'all say a whole bunch of weird ass shit, whatever, bro. But words matter, man. Words matter. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace and blessings.